Hi, I'm Barry, this is Mega City Gaming, and this is another Devils Run Route 666 Hell's Highway game. Another intro mission. I thought I didn't do a good enough job last time, but I had fun and I'd like to play it again, so I thought I'd give it another shot and try and get the rules a little bit better this time. Obviously I'm going to screw them up because that's what I do, but let's get it on the table. This is another intro scenario. Intro A, dash to the stash. On the board we have the grappler here and two crackouts against the dispatcher, heavily armoured, and two defenders on bikes. And they're trying to get to up here where at the start of turn 2 possibly some stash will turn up and they've just got to pick it up, and if they drive past it then it will probably appear on the next board. So we're going to roll to see who can choose the initiative. So let's roll for the grappler. That's a 1, and dispatcher, that's an 8. Dispatcher goes first. So let's start with the actual dispatcher. We could move the bikes, but we're going to start with this dispatcher. His minimum move is 2, and he rolled a 3, so he could move 5. Unfortunately, he's hard to steer, so diagonal movement costs 3 instead of 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So he now has a choice. He can ram this guy, can ram the grappler, or eyes on the prize. Eyes on the prize. Let's ram the grappler. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's roll for evade first, because of course the grappler would like to evade. Right, I just realised you cannot ram a vehicle if you move diagonally, so we're going to side swipe. So that's 1, 2, and then a side swipe. Now he's going to try and evade. So the grappler's evade is 4, so we need to roll 4 or less on a d10. That's a 6. He did not evade. He's pushed. He's pushed off the side of the map for the time being and takes some damage. Right, first thing we do is we add the chassis points and the armour together for both vehicles. So for the dispatcher that equals 14, and for the grappler that equals 12. So for the dispatcher we add a d3. Right, so that is 17. So 17 for the dispatcher versus 15 for the grappler, and the difference is 2. And because the dispatcher is heavily armoured, it adds +2 to all offensive move action damage, so that means 4. Now we roll armour for those. Right, so we've got 4 damage, and we roll one after the other the defensive rolls. So we were looking for, his armour is 4, the grappler's armour is 4, so 4 or less, and as soon as we fail the rest of it is taken as damage. So 4 or less. Nope. Okay, that's a fail straight away, so he takes 4 damage. And so the grappler is now down to half his original chassis points. That's going to make him a lot easier to bump into. Nice. Right. Now the grappler is out of the game for this turn, so let's tap some cards. Dispatcher moved. We're going to tap the grappler's card as well because he's off the table for this turn. So now it's the crackouts. There's only 2 crackouts. Grappler's off the table, so one of these has to go. Minimum move is 4. Let's move this one. Let's get eyes on the prize. Minimum move is 4. So that's a 2, so that's maximum move of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Eyes on the prize, eyes on the prize. Next up. Oh, he could shoot. No, he couldn't. There's nothing within range. Defender. Minimum move is 3. Plus a D3. Okay, that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he only has a shock stick, so he can't shoot. Next up is the other crack art. Minimum move is 4. Plus a 2, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, eyes on the prize. Next up, the other defender at the back. Right, minimum move 3, plus 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're barreling towards the possible objective. So, at the beginning of turn 2, we roll to see if the stash comes on the table on an 8+. And that isn't an 8+, so the stash remains off the table for the time being. And we untap all the cards and continue play. Continue play. Let's see who goes first. This is the grappler, that's a 6, and dispatcher, that's a 2. Grappler goes first. So the grappler can re-enter the table from the square it got knocked off from, but that is not possible at the moment. So he's going to enter the square behind, directly behind, because he had to miss one activation, which he did. He missed the activation in the first turn. Second activation, which is turn 2, which is right now, he comes on the board, and I'm going to assume, because they're all moving, they're all still driving, so he comes straight back on the board behind. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Comment below if you disagree. Right, the grappler can activate as normal. Movement 2, up to 5. Diagonal is 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eyes on the prize, and he's going to shoot. So the grapple is a roof weapon, and the range is 1, 2, 3. Maximum range is 5. So you're going to go for the bike. Rate of fire 1, and some modifiers. Right, I can't find any rules specific to the roof weapon with regards to range modifiers. But I'm using the generic car modifiers for range, so it'll be a -1. Right, so ballistic skill is 6. -1 is 5, so we want 5 or less, which we get. Awesome! Right, this is a special weapon, and it says rolls of 1 to 3 are critical. That's a 3 right there, critical hit. And unsaved critical hits cause a -1 modifier to minimum movement. Wow, awesome, because he's hooked. Right, okay, this is power 1. Power 1. So we roll the defender's armor, which is a 4. So 4 or less. That's a 10. That is definitely not saved. And it's a critical, so it takes 2 chassis damage, -1 minimum movement, and an armor damage. And to represent minimum move reduced to 2, I'm just putting this dice here. Grappler is done. Well done, Grappler, that was pretty cool. Excellent. Another rule regarding the Grappler is the equipped vehicle, which is this guy, may not complete any further shooting actions when it has hooked its target. So it's only got one grappler in it, you know, so it's currently grappled. It must end its turn within 5 squares or is wrecked. So they are kind of hooked together now. They must be within 5 squares. It's kind of a bit of a pain, but it does take this guy out of the game a little bit. Right, anyway, I just wanted to see what that did anyway. So good fun, good fun. Next, it's the dispatcher. So let's see if the dispatcher can can do something. Let's see. Dispatcher ignores the rules for scrub, debris and wreck terrain. So basically the dispatcher can drive across any difficult terrain, no problem, albeit quite slowly. Right, let's go. Dispatcher is minimum move 2, maximum move 5. 1, 2, 3. Dispatcher doesn't have any shoot. He can only ram or sideswipe or whatever. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He could move to there, eyes on the prize, or he could go there. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and then sideswipe. Sideswipe. Okay, so let's try evade. The grappler's going to try and evade. Does definitely not evade, so he gets sideswiped. Kaplong. And then the dispatcher adds together his chassis points and armor, which is currently, yeah, it's at max. So that's 14, 14, 14 plus 2 is 16. And the grappler's chassis points and armor together is only 8 now. So 8 plus 1 is 9. 16 versus 9. No, no, no. Okay, that is, what's that, 7? 7 damage. Let's put that there so I remember, because my memory's not very good. And we roll the armor test for each of those. Let's start with the first one. Current armor is 4. Okay, so grappler's armor is 4. First one, 4 or less. Nope. So all of those goes through, and that means, yeah, wrecked. Put you upside down for the minute. Put you upside down for a minute. Take your car out of the thing. Now, wrecked vehicles actually can be repaired. So repairing involves rolling 3d6 and getting 2 6s or 3 6s. So we'll see when that comes up. Next up, the crack arts can have a go, and that will be, let's get the eyes on the prize. This guy, minimum move 4, maximum move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right up to the debris. And we can't shoot anything, but that's fine. Next up, defender. This guy is still grappled to a wreck, I assume. Let's imagine what would happen if this was a movie. They're grappled together. Grappling vehicle overturns. He's still grappled. Yeah, I'm going to say he's still grappled. So minimum move 2. Maximum move, 5, that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then when he gets to, yeah, that's a problem because he's still grappled, isn't it? Let me see, what does it say on the grapple? Always wrecked. Okay. Okay, let's say it's only the grappling vehicle, according to the card, that is wrecked if it goes outside of 5. So let's say all this time he's going forward, he's fiddling with the grappling hook and getting it unhooked, and that's why he's quite slow. Right, and then by the time he gets within 5 or up to 5 away, he's unhooked the grappling hook, and his minimum move returns to its original. Yeah, because that's what would happen in a film. Yeah, that's what I've decided. Can he shoot anyone? No, he can't. So he's done. Right, next up, crack out. Crack out. 4 plus 2 is 5. 6, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you're gonna shoot, aren't you? You're gonna shoot. Let's try shoot. So 1, 2. Hard to steer. Okay, that's diagonally forward costs 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just go that way, and then we'll get a heavily penalised shoot from the crack out. Let's check the penalisations. So bikes and carts. So -2. -3, -4. Wow, -4. VS of 5. 5 minus 4 is 1. So I need to roll a 1. Let's try it. There's no harm in. There's no shame in it. Let's try it. Doesn't roll a 1. Misses. Okay, fair enough. Worth a try. Right, next up. The unharmed defender. Minimum move 3. Maximum move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doesn't quite reach the cart, so can't attack. Okay, top of turn 3. Let's see if the mission, if the stash turns up in the mission. If it does, things are going to get hot, hot, hot. Right, turn 3, 6 up. We need 6 up. Yep. So the stash turns up, and it will be in one of these squares chosen by someone, which will be me, because yeah, why not? And just because I have this lying about, I'm going to use this. It's a drone basically, and it's used in, it's one of the vehicles has a drone, but we're not using that vehicle, so we can just use that as the objective. So to pick up the objective, let me just refer to the mission. Use 1 action point while in the stash square or adjacent to the stash to attempt to pick it up. So you can pick it up from any of these squares, any of these 9 squares. And roll an evade test with a +2 modifier to evade. So imagine the crack art evade is 3, +2 is 5, so that's a 5 or less to pick it up. Because it's not moving, it's just hovering there, or it's crashed or something. And these guys, they want it, because you know, who doesn't want a drone? Who doesn't want a drone? Right, let's see who goes first this turn. Let's roll for the grappler, even though he's wrecked. That's a 2. And let's roll for the dispatcher. That's a 6. Dispatcher goes first. And we are gonna. Are we gonna? Let's. Yeah. Let's try and. We're gonna use the shock stick. Yeah. Vehicles that take damage from this weapon lose their minimum movement in their next movement action. So the movement will be just D3. As they take their foot off the accelerator, because they're like but they're still going forward, so they're coasting forward. Right, okay, here we go. Let's have this defender. Minimum move 3. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Thought that might happen. It's getting near food time. Hello. Anyway, this guy, defender, the undamaged defender. Minimum move 3, maximum move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's put in there. And he's going to shock. He's going to shock the cracker. So, shock stick, rate of fire 1, range 1, power 1. Do we get any modifiers for being adjacent? I don't think we do. Okay, 0 point modifier, so that's fine. BS of 7. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on. BS of 7. Don't step on the computer. Oh. BS of 7. Sorry about that. I forgot what I was doing. Right. BS of 7. 7 or less to hit. That's a 4. That is a hit. That's a hit. And the crack art makes an armor test of 3 or less. I assume he's like bzzzt, and then because they're moving, it might just hit the armor. So 3 or less. Okay, that is not the save, just so takes 1 damage and is reduced to a D3 move. So let's put that onto the crack arts card. D3 move for the next turn. Awesome, that was good. Well done, well done. Right, so you've been. Now it's these guys. Let's try and fix the grappler. So that's 3d6. Nope, nothing. Not a sausage. That was your action. Right, back to the defenders. Right, so movement for this guy is 2 plus 3 is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now he's out of grappling range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll take that off the card. Back up to the top. Right, now he's going to try and stun. Bzzz, stun the cracker. And the range modifier of 0. That's awesome. BS of 7. So 7 or less to hit. That is a 6. That is a hit. And armor save of 3 or less. That's a 2. That is an armor save, yes. Oh, I forgot to take off 1 chassis point because he didn't save. That's a damage. He took a damage. He took a damage. Now it is the crack outs. So we've got this guy. He can only move D3 and he's going to go through some debris, which is risky. This guy, yeah, he can ram. Let's ram. Can he ram? Let's try it. Yes, that's right. Right. He's going to go forward. So minimum move 4 plus D3 is 6. So there you go. So he's going. This guy's going to try and evade. His movement. Oh, sorry. His evade is 4. So 4 or less. Oh, that's a massive evade. He can totally evade that. So what happens is he can move into an adjacent square that isn't filled. So, and it goes like that. So no damage. Right. Okay, that was the crack art. Now it's back to the dispatcher team, and the dispatcher hasn't been. Right, so move 3. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Right, next up, it'll be the damaged crack art, whose movement is, I'd say damaged, he's stunned. His movement is D3, so we'll take that for his movement and we'll roll it. His movement is 1 into the debris. This is the first debris we've experienced. So what happens when you go into debris? You do an evade test, and if you fail, you lose 1 CP with no armor test allowed. So let's do that. Evade test for the crack art. Evade is 3. It doesn't make it, so he loses 1 chassis point. Dun 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 dun. Loses 1 chassis point. And his minimum move is now 1 while he's in, if he starts in that square, so let's put that there, minimum move 1. There we go. Job done. It is now the top of turn 4. Top of turn 4, diddle diddle diddle, top of turn 4, diddle diddle diddle. And we untap the cards, what do we do? What fun is that? And then the stash is on the board already, so we don't roll for that, and we roll to see who goes first. So that's for the grappler, that's a 9, and dispatcher, that's a 7. Grappler goes first. Okay, I think the grappler's not gonna. Let's concentrate on. Let's do the crack arts first. Let's do those. Let's do those puppies first. Right, this crack art, his minimum move is 1. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. Minimum move 4. Maximum move 5. 1, 2. Right. Diagonally costs 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's not any good, is it? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 is minimum. Oh, he's gonna have to do it, and then this guy's gonna have to roll. Oh, this is difficult. Tough, tough, tough. Because yeah, otherwise we can break and stuff and go backwards, go through that debris again. Oh no. Or we could sideswipe that bike. Let's sideswipe that bike. Sideswipe the bike. Sideswipe the bike. Sideswipe the bike. No, we've looked at the bike stats, and the bike is actually more heavily armoured than the go-kart. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, what are we going to do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go there. And shoot. We're going to go there and shoot. Shoot the bike. Why not? Let's have a go. Let's have a go at the bike. Let's check the penalisations. So that's -2, -3. Wow. So -3 because he's shooting behind. -3 to hit the bike. And his BS is 5. So why not 2 or less? Nope, missed. Never mind, never mind. Let's have the dispatcher. Let's have the dispatcher go. Minimum move 2, maximum move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Diagonal move costs 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get him lined up so he can pick up the stash when he goes past. Right. He doesn't have any shoot actions, so he's done. Now it's back to these guys. Let's try this guy. His minimum move is 1, I believe. Let me just check. Yeah, minimum move is 1 from the debris. Maximum move is... Oh, that's the result. Okay, maximum move is 4, so he can move diagonally 1. Because very hard to steer. So that was very lucky that you rolled that. And we'll take that away. Bish bash bosh, job done. Now it's the bikes. It's the bikes. How are we doing? You're not doing very well. You're doing great. Anyway, minimum move 3, maximum move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I suppose we have to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's all we can do. We can go there, but we can try and stun that guy again. Let's try and stun him again. Stun. Let's see what the bikes and carts. That's a -2 because he's reaching behind him, so it's a -2 to hit with a shock stick. So BS of 7, which is a 5 because of the penalty. He hits, and it's a crit. It is a crit. Right, his minimum move is now 0. Yeah, minimum move 0. So he just gets a D3 move. And yeah, let's roll for, so it was a hit, let's roll for defense. Right, his armor's 3, so 3 or less, he doesn't make it. He takes 2 chassis points of damage. Boom! Nice. Right, lastly, let's try and get the grappler back on the road. 3d6. No 6s at all. Yeah, he's done. And then this bike. So minimum move 3, maximum move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we roll and evade to see if we can evade that barrel line in the road that we just went through. Evade 4. Nope, doesn't evade, so he takes 1 chassis point of damage, which can't be saved. And he's done. Turn 5. Turn 5, turn 5. Everyone's back in the game. Right, let's see who goes first. Let's roll for grappler. Grappler's a 5. Dispatcher is a 7. Dispatcher goes first. Okay, dispatcher, do it. Right, that's a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, is it a basic move to pick that up? Does it say? Does it say? Pick up stash. Use 1 action point. 1 in the stash square or adjacent. Roll an evade test with a +2 modifier to evade. Okay, right. So that's the basic action which he can do. So +2 to evade. +2 to evade. Dispatcher, your evade is 4. So it's a 6. 6 or less. Oh! Oh! He doesn't pick it up. Damn. Right. Next up. Right, crack up. Minimum move 4. Maximum move 5. So he's going to go diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the square. Literally on the square. And again, evade is 3, so that's a 5. 5 or less to pick it up. He picks it up. Yeah, he's got it. Picks it up. Picks it up. He's got it. He's got it. Put it on his card. All he has to do now is get off this tile and they've won. That's all he's got to do. Right. Easier said than done. Easier said than done. So he reached down and he picked it up instead of shooting. So that's his turn finished. Now let's get the bikes. Get the bikes. Get the bikes. Let's get the defender. This defender. Right, that's a 2. So minimum move 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. And let's have you shocking that guy. Then at least we can slow him down a bit. Shock him. Shock him. Right, BS 7. BS 7. That is a hit, just about. Roll the armor of the Cracker. Its current armor is 3. So 3 or less. Nope. Takes a hit. Its minimum move is now D3. So both of those guys are minimum move D3 at the moment. And he takes a chassis point of damage. There we go. Right. Next up. That was the defender, wasn't it? Yeah. You're done. Next up. The other crack art. This one. Oh, minimum move is, of course, D3. That's a 1. He can move 1. And he can shoot. He can shoot. Yeah, let's shoot. I believe there's no penalty for such close range. Yeah, 0. So BS of 5. That's a hit. Rate of fire 1, power 1. So power 1. This on that defender, of course. So that defender can re-roll his armor. So let's try that. So armor 4. Oh, current armor 3. Sorry, 3 or less. No, and he can re-roll that. 3 or less. Right, that's a 2. That's a save. Saved it. Yep, job done. Job done. Job done. Right. Next up is the other defender. This one. Minimum move 3. Maximum move 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to try and stun that guy again. Everyone's going for that guy. It's a -2. -2 to hit because he's reaching behind him. -2 to hit, so BS of 7. -2 is 5. 5. Yeah, that's a hit. So stun. Defense. That guy's defense is. His armor is 3. So 3. Yeah, saves it. Well, pretty good. Doesn't take any stuns or anything. And lastly, this turn it's the grappler. Let's see if the grappler can be repaired and limp to victory. Unlikely, but let's try it. Nope, definitely not. Okay, back to the top. Turn 6. Turn 6. Right. Let's see who gets the initiative. Grappler first. Grappler's a 2. Dispatcher is a 5. Dispatcher goes first. And of course the dispatcher is going to do what he does best. So minimum move 1. Oh, minimum move 2. Maximum move 3. Can't sideswipe, can't break. Oh, what can he do? What can he do? Because you can't ram diagonally. Sideswipe. Can't sideswipe. Sorry. I might have done that before in the game, but whatever. It was fun. So we can basically move. So minimum move 2, maximum move 3, and it takes 3 movement to go diagonally. So all we can do is go 1, 2, 3, and hope that guy gets slowed down by something else. Right, he's done. That's all he can do, unfortunately. Or obviously it's going to be that guy's going to try and get off the board. He doesn't have a minimum move because he's stunned, so he rolls d3. He can't get off the board this turn. Wow. Right down to the wire. Oh, okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that was his minimum move. Now, sorry, I'm getting interested. Cats. No, these aren't toys, mate. These aren't toys. Right, he's going to try and shoot, might as well. So BS5 -2 because he's shooting behind him. So BS3, 3 or less. That's a miss. Never mind, never mind. Right. Next up, it's the defenders. Let's try and stun him again. So minimum move 3. That brings us onto a new tile. But that's fine. That is fine. That's absolutely fine. And for the sake of brevity, I just took the tile that was there and I moved it here. Normally we would roll to see debris and stuff like that, but to be honest, all he's got to do is move here and the game's over. So anyway, this guy, minimum move 3. Let's move this guy. He's got more chance. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this guy's got more chance. So let's move the back defender. Back defender. Minimum move 3. Maximum move 4. 1, 2, 3. He's going to move 1, 2, 3. And then stun. That's all he can do. That's all he can do. Stun him. Stun him. How many chassis points? So we've got 2 chassis points left. So we can do him. We can do him. Right. BS7. 0 penalties. Right. That's a hit. Right. That's a start. And now armor 3. 3 or less. No. It takes. So he's now down to. Yeah. That doesn't make any difference, but he's down to. He loses minimum move. He didn't defend that, so he takes a chassis point of damage. That's cool. That is good. That is good. That is good. Okay. Now it's the other cart. Let's see what we can do, Mr. Cart. So minimum move 4, a maximum move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's get in the way. Block him. Because then he has to go around to get that guy. Yeah, let's block him. Block him. Can the cart shoot directly behind? I don't think the cart can shoot directly behind. Nope. The cart cannot shoot directly behind. So, imagine it's like that. We're looking at that. So, can't shoot. He can shoot at the bike next to him though, so let's do that. And that's a 0 penalty. So, clack out, BS5. That's a miss. Oh well, never mind. Never mind. He's still blocking. That's fine. Right. Now this guy's going to try and get around and stun that guy. Try and get his last chassis point. So, minimum move 3, maximum move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. The bike weaves in front of the cracker, pulling up upside the objective carrying cracker, and he's going to attack with his stun. Bzzzt. BS of 7. Oh, he misses! He misses! Alright, and let's see, just for fun, let's see if the wrecked vehicle gets back in the game. Nope. Nope. Never mind. Right, it is now turn 7. And this is the last turn of the game in more ways than one, but officially in the mission it says up to 7 turns. Right, so I'm going to go ahead and assume that this is the last turn rather than it ending on turn 7. So because this is too exciting, I really want to know what happens next. It's really crazy. So back up the top, back up to the top. This is actually a lot more fun than I expected, to be honest, and a lot closer than I thought. Right, let's see, because this is where it comes down to, is the initiative for the final. So let's see, for the grappler, that's a 1, right? That's a 1 for the grapplers, and the crack arts, that's not good for them. And that's a 9 for the dispatchers, defenders. Right. Okay. So he can't move yet. It's got to be one of the bikes, I think, because he can't move and sideswipe. It's got to be the bikes. It's got to be the bikes. Right. Let's do this guy. That guy. He's gonna. Oh no, he's got to move, isn't he? He's got to move. Ha 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 ha. Let's do the behind guy. Behind guy. Okay, that's a 3. So minimum move 3, maximum move 6. So 1, 2, 3. That's minimum. And he can attack with a penalty. Yeah, a -2. Bikes and carts, -2. He can attack with a penalty of -2, so that brings in BS5. Right, BS5, come on. BS5, come on! BS5, come on! BS5, come on, BS5. Yes! That's it. Right, armor save, armor save. The current armor of that cadet art is 3. So 3 or less. He doesn't save it. He doesn't save it. Whoa. It becomes a wreck. Becomes a wreck. Boom. Becomes a wreck. Yeah. And the objective is dropped. Wow. Okay. That was cool. That was good. That was good. That was good. And yeah, right. Next, let's have. Okay, the grapplers. Yeah, the crack art is wrecked too. Well, let's take that off there. So the last one. This one, he can move. So minimum move 4, maximum move 2. Sorry, maximum move 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there is adjacent to the stash, which I assumed when the go-kart rolled over, it spilled out onto the highway and he can just pick it up. Of course, hopefully, let's see. If he does, he has to get off the end of this tile to win. But let's see. Let's see. Or if he picks it up and he transfers it from this tile to this tile, that's a win. Let's say that. Let's say he picks it up, it's a win. Picks it up, it's a win. Picks it up, it's a win. Because we're on turn 7 anyway. So, right, evade 3 or less. No, 5 or less because it's a +2 to pick it up. 5 or less. 5 or less. He picks it up. The jaws of victory. He picks it up. Picks up the stash and rides off into the sunset. And everyone else is like, what the? Well, that went pretty damn well. That was crazy. Right up to the end. Turn 7. Not sure if it ended on turn 7 or if it ended at the end of turn 7. But I just wanted to play on, as you saw. And it was crazy. Yeah. So, yeah, it looks like they got away with the objective just about. Okay. I will probably start playing a campaign. I know I've said that about other games. Strontium Dog, I'm looking at you. And I do plan on doing that. But, you know, too many games, not enough time. Yeah. I've got a bit of time off next week, so I'm going to get some games on the table then. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below. Thanks. Bye-bye.